In this video, I'll show you how to build 5 simple piston doors for Minecraft Java Edition, possibly Minecraft Bedrock, I'm not sure if they work. So we're going to do a 1x2, 2x2, 2x3, 1x1 flush, and a 2x2 flush. And I'm going to show you exactly how to build every single one of them with me building them along with you so you can follow along easily. So let's start off with the 1x2 door. This is a pretty simple one. You just want to place 2 sticky pistons right there, a block right there, redstone there, maybe extend the wall a little bit if you're building behind a wall. Then you want to place another block here, place redstone, and then a lever, flick it, and voila. You have a door. And there's actually other modes. Like, let's say you don't want to have a lever because you don't want to need to flick it, you just want a button. Another thing that you can do is instead of having a lever where that redstone is, you can replace that redstone with a redstone torch. Now you can just place a button. Let me grab one. It can be any button, obviously. And then you place it here, and it opens the door with a button. So that's the 1x2 door. Now let's move on to the 2x2 door. So the 1x1 is by far the most simple door that we have today. But the problem is, you can see there's a hole there, so someone's gonna look at the wall and say, there's probably a door there. And if you want to be fancier, you can do a 2x2. It's essentially a 1x1, but there's an extra step. You do it on each side, and then you have a couple options. Either you can have some stuff going up to the top. You can use glass to do this, so the redstone can go through it. You can have it go over top if you have a lot of height room to use, like I'm doing here. Or there's another option which I will show you in a bit, but as you can see, this one, both of them open at the same time. Pretty simple 2x2. It's like the 1x1 but a little bit fancier. Now let's say you're right up against the top of the mountain and you can't go up at all, but you have plenty of room to go down. With these, you can also go down pretty easily. It's just a simple thing where it's kind of just like the up, except you go the opposite direction. You go down instead of up. As you can see, you can just place stuff here. You're going to need to make that block a glass block, again, because redstone can go through glass blocks and other transparent blocks, like half slabs on the top. You can place redstone there and have redstone go under it. And yeah, that's how you do it. I made a hole there, you don't need to do that. And then you can obviously just do the exact same thing on the other side. And then again, just reroute the cables and wires wherever you need them to go to wherever you want the activation point to be. So for example, I think I'll just have mine kind of like on the outside over here, or actually on the underside. This is a cool one since it lets you have the lever on the floor right there. As you can see, that's a pretty cool 2x2 door. Now let's go to the 3x2. The 3x2 door is where it gets really freaking complicated. So here's a finished one. As you can see, you have the repeaters and redstone going over it. This uses quasi-connectivity, which is great. You can also use this on the 2x2 doors, but since they're so simple, I feel like I didn't need to complicate it. And then you have the bottom two. These are where it gets harder. As you can see, you have to route one to the bottom, so you have to go over. And then with this, as you can see, I've even used timings by delaying the repeaters to make it nice and smooth for the door opening and closing. So this is it. It is pretty complicated, as you can see, but I still think it's pretty easy to figure out. You just have the redstone on the sides, and then the redstone going on top of the piston, and the redstone going on the bottom. Now it's time for the flush doors. These are a bit harder. So the first thing you want to do is take out those blocks. Oh, I should have picked them first. And then you want to move them, not one backwards, but then you kind of want to have it like this. You want to position them here so it can flush open. Then you want to have 2 pistons like this. And then you're going to need pistons here, so you're going to want to do those first, then these, and then the 2 chisel blocks. Then you want to place blocks like this. They just have to be full blocks. They don't have to be this stone. I'm just using it for visibility. And then you can do that, and then you want to place a repeater here. And I'll show you what happens. You need to do it at 2 ticks, but I'll show you what happens if you do it with only 1 tick. So let me grab a lever. And as you can see, with only 1 tick, when it closes, the pistons on the side detach. So you need to have it 2 ticks, and then it can close and open again, which is pretty cool. And that is a flush door. So if you made it the same block as the wall, it'd be pretty hard to detect. And now for the final 2x2 flush door, it's basically the 1x2 flush door, but different. So you want one of these on each side. They're pretty simple, but yeah, that's this one, and it's pretty cool. As you can see, I placed those 2 wrong, but yeah. Now you can place those 2, and then you want to place your wall blocks after digging out the wall blocks that you're going to use for your actual wall. And then you want to make this kind of L shape on top of the door And then you want to have your 2 repeaters, and just like that. So on top of those blocks with, remember, 2 ticks, 1 tick does not work. And then you just want to wire it up to some activation mechanism in the middle to redstone. I'm just going to use a redstone torch, so as you can see, it works. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed, please subscribe. Or if you found it helpful, please also subscribe, because as you can see, if I make it like this, I can easily cover up anything. So I can place a torch here, button here. And you can't even tell there's a door there without the button placed there. It's completely invisible. But that's it for this video. Please subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.